All right, Chapter 9. This unit is for students who have completed all the tests and quizzes so far. If you have not completed all your tests and quizzes, you need to leave this and go back and get to work on your old tests and quizzes, because each assignment done gets you extra credit. And the only way you can get extra credit is if you've actually done everything you're supposed to do. So the assignments that you do for this will earn you 5% boost on your lowest quiz score in the grade book. The assignment must be completed with a 100%, not a 98%, not a 99%. But once you get 100%, you will earn your 5% boost. At the end of the week, an assessment will be given that will give you up to 10%, depending on how you do. But again, you must actually have 100% on all these to do the 10% assessment. So the homework will give you a boost on your quiz, and the assessment at the week will give you a boost on your test. So I believe in the end, you could actually earn 25% on your quiz, which is huge. That's 2.5 letter grades, and you can actually learn 20% on your test, which is also 2 letter grades. So again, I'd say make the most out of it. The lesson is a basic solving lesson with a shift in our usual order. Consider the 2 following problems. This one we saw before, where we were taught that we get rid of the added number first, so we would get rid of the 2 by subtracting, then multiply by 3. But this is the same numbers, just in a different way. So the thing is, the first problem is similar again to what we've seen already. The x and 3 are pretty close. And so the number we move first is the 2, because they're in one fraction. So again, the 2 would go first here. What we need to see is this one, to where if you think about this line like a wall, actually x and 2 are in one side of the fraction and 3 is on the other side, which means the 2 that are close is actually the x and the 2. So therefore we would actually move the 3 first. So look again real quick to make sure you understand. In this one here, those are close, so we move the 2. In this problem here, these 2 are close, so we move the 3. You have to make sure you know the difference between those 2, otherwise you'll make the wrong decision and you'll miss the whole question. So luckily we've learned how to move all types of values, even though the problem looks different. Ask yourself, how do we move a value from the bottom of a fraction? Well, in our previous work in chapter 6 and 7, if it's on the bottom, then we know it's being divided, and if it's divided, that means we should multiply to eliminate it. So let's just perform that first step and finish it up real quick to show you. So since we know we're going to get rid of this 3, because again, x and 2 are close, 3 is not. So this is divided by 3, so what we would do is times 3 times 3. The 3's cancel out, bringing down x plus 2. 7 times 3 makes 21. And then from there, we should know that we do minus 2, x equals 19. Again, when you multiply by 3, the 3's go away, giving us just x plus 2 coming down, and that's it. It's still a 2-step equation. I just didn't want to mix it in with everything else you had going on, because it would only make things more confusing. So this represents the only problem in your homework. It's meant to give you practice and muscle memory for later. There will be 10 of these, not 15. And if you can complete all 10 problems correctly, then you'll receive a 5% bump on your lowest quiz this quarter. It must be completed by this Friday. You don't have until like 2 weeks from now. If you want the credit, you must get it done by Friday. So pretty much you need to be doing this stuff on time, because another one's going to pop up tomorrow that's due Friday. Another one's going to pop up the day after that that's due Friday. So it's going to be hard to kind of do all that at once, especially if you don't know what's going on. So let's look at some practice problems and then get to your work for the day. So again, looking at x minus 5 over 4 equals 3. Again, the x and 5 are on top, which means 4 is the weakest because it's separated by a line. So we get rid of that 4 by multiplying by 4. The 4's cancel out, bringing down x minus 5 equals 3 times 4, which is 12. We then get rid of the minus 5 by doing plus 5, the way we learned a long time ago, and x equals 17. That's it. All right. X plus 6 over 2 equals 9. Again, x plus 6 is close because they're on the top, which means that 2 is the weakest. How do you get rid of a bottom number 2? You multiply by 2. You multiply by 2. The 2's cancel out, bringing down x plus 6. 9 times 2 is 18. From there, you subtract 6 and subtract 6. X therefore equals 12. So again, not a hard 2-step equation. It's just different than what you've seen before. So you just need to make sure that you are practicing or taking good notes, so when you get to your homework, you can finish it off. X minus 7 over 6 equals 2. Again, on this problem, the x minus 7 are close, so the 6 has to go. So you multiply by 6, because that's how you get rid of a bottom number. The 6's go away. X minus 7 comes down with 12. Now to get rid of this minus 7, we add 7 to both sides and get x equals 19. All right, so that's it. Again, be sure to work to notice the pattern. It'll help even more if you can logically understand why you chose which one that you would choose from before. So again, if you can look at these two and come up with a reason that makes sense as to why you move which one you're supposed to move, then that's great. For example, again, these two are in a fraction, so 3 is close to x, so we move the 2. These two are in a whole different part of the fraction, which means this is the weak one, so the 3 goes first. The better you understand the better you become at thinking your way through this stuff, the easier solving will be. So just be sure to contact me with your issues, and also make sure you're showing me your work so I can help you out. Outside of that, good luck. I'll talk to you later.